my brothers and sisters, Ramadan is there to build relations, to think about where you are. And the building of a relationship requires both parties, not just one. Imagine your neighbor has a right. That right starts off when he is not a Muslim. They have a right. They're not a Muslim. Why do they have a right? Because it is an honor for you that you have a neighbor who's not a Muslim, so that you can showcase the beauty of this faith. Minimum is the hatred of that person towards Islam will be minimized. That's the minimum. Because people have a perception. They don't know, they probably just watch telly, they might hear from the media, they see things going on in the name of religion that don't belong to the religion, and what happens, they develop this perception. You and I are given the opportunity to work on it, but what do? We don't greet, we don't talk, we don't interact, we don't send some food or a gift or a card or something of that nature to those who are our neighbors, because we say, well, they're not Muslim. Do you know your religion? When they're not Muslim, you should be taking care of that right. When they're a Muslim, it becomes a double right. When they're related to you, it becomes a triple right. When they're a Muslim and related to you, it's a quadruple right. But it still means that that non-Muslim neighbor of yours has a right. A right to what? To your kind neighborhood, neighborliness. You've got to be a neighbor, and you've got to be a kind, good neighbor, such that if they were to leave on a holiday or you were to go, it would be good for them to trust you, to say, you know what, we're not going to be here for a week, can you just keep an eye? If your neighbors can tell you that as non-Muslims, inshallah, you're heading somewhere, you're getting somewhere. And if you could tell them that, you know what, we're not going to be here for a week, can you keep an eye? They say, don't worry, we'll keep an eye. Subhanallah. How good a relationship is that? Guidance is in the hands of the Almighty. My job and yours is not to convert anyone. The conversion is in the hands of Allah. The reversion is in the hands of Allah. إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. You will not guide whomsoever you wish, but it's Allah who guides whomsoever He wishes. But مَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغِ. Our duty is only to convey. I've conveyed. I've been the best I can. In Ramadan, many of us say that we don't eat or drink, not realizing that there is far more to the fast than that. مَنْ لَمْ يَدَعْ قَوْلَ الزُّورِ وَالْعَمَلَ بِهِ وَالْجَهْلَ فَلَيْسَ لِلَّهِ حَاجَةٌ فِي أَنْ يَدَعَ طَعَامَهُ وَشَرَابَهُ. Whoever does not abandon that bad, false, deceptive, hurtful, abusive speech and acting upon it, acting in an abusive way, a bad way, a deceptive way, in a rotten way basically, then Allah says you're wasting your time staying away from food and drink. We don't need the fact that you abstained from food and drink. The reward for you is nothing besides hunger and thirst.